So with the starter and finisher hives, they're two separate hives that the cells kind of move through on different days during the queen process. So the starter hive is the first hive that the cells go into once they're grafted. The starter hive is queenless, so we've removed the queen and taken her somewhere else. So the bees in that first hive are kind of a little bit off with their instinct because they're kind of freaking out that they don't have a queen. So once we insert the cell bar, which has 44 eggs and larvae in all the cups, the bees see this and they kind of like, oh my goodness, there's eggs, will like create them into a queen, which is what bees instinctively do when their hive is queenless. So they go and put royal jelly in every single one of those cups in the hopes that they'll become a queen. We then remove those frames 24 hours after they've been in that first hive, where the eggs have been looked after by the bees with the royal jelly and things. We take them out and put them in a finisher hive. And a finisher hive is a double boxed hive where the bottom box has a queen in it, and then we put something in between it called a queen excluder, which is a kind of plastic netting kind of thing that the queen can't fit through. She physically cannot travel through it, but all the other worker bees can. So in the bottom box is full of bees and the queen, and in the top box the cells go into again, where in this hive the worker bees aren't freaking out that there's no queen, but they do see that these eggs need to be looked after, so they instinctively just start looking after them. They start feeding the larvae, they put more royal jelly in them, and then they close off the cup with a sort of wax webbing, which is different from the normal cells that they make, to protect a cell a bit more and keep it warmer, which is quite interesting because the normal brood is kind of a more normal wax that it's covered in, but these cell cups have like a webbing inside of them which looks after the queen a bit more and is a bit more sturdy for the queen to grow in. And once the cells have been in the finisher hive for 10 days, we take them out and take them back to our yard to then for them to hatch and then for us to sell.